Today, a jury found a man guilty of stabbing and killing a Waynedale grocery cashier nearly 2 years ago.
The victim's family members say they're thankful not only for the guilty verdict, but also for the community's support since that tragedy. 21 Alive reporter Meg Rossler has the latest.
After 2 days of testimony and 2 hours of deliberating, a jury found Jamard Lewis guilty for the murder of Perla Nieto, longtime Waynedale Kroger employee. And when that verdict came down earlier today, the only sound you could hear inside the courtroom was a sigh of relief of the family members and loved ones of Perla Nieto who were inside the courtroom. The day began with closing arguments from both the prosecution and the defense, and the prosecution's main goal was to try and prove to the jury that there is so much evidence against Lewis in this case. Everything from surveillance from the Kroger store that day, DNA of him and Perla Nieto on the knife they arrested him with, and him admitting it himself not only on that day, December 7th, 2023, but on the stand in front of the jury as well. When he was asked if he remembered how many times he stabbed Nieto, he answered, quote, "Enough not to care." Now, for the defense's closing arguments, they brought up the fact that Lewis claimed on the stand that Nieto originally hit or swung at him first in the store, which is why he then reacted and pulled out a knife and stabbed Nieto. They were also asking the question, raising the idea to the jury of whether or not Lewis actually entered the store with the intention of killing Nieto that day. I got a chance to speak with some of Perla Nieto's family members after the verdict came down today. Her children, her husband, where you could just see the emotion in their faces. You could hear it in their voices, how grateful they were for this guilty verdict. They've been waiting to have this justice for their loved one, Perla's murder, for nearly 2 years now.
This unwarranted act of violence, there's just no place for it. And more importantly, there's no place for us to be concerned with what may or may not happen to the individual. And as far as I'm concerned, the name doesn't exist. I don't know his name, and I would probably never say his name again. There's not enough times we can reiterate what was said on the stand and what people have said in private interviews and what has been said throughout the past almost 2 years of the whole event. She was just the most caring and loving person.
Jamard Lewis is now awaiting his sentence. His sentencing date is set for September 23rd, just in a couple of weeks. He is facing up to 65 years in prison for murder. Reporting from the Allen County Courthouse, Meg Rossler, 21 Alive News.